And let's go back up. So we've done this one, this one, this one. So let's do case number 6. So this is case number 6. I've got to wait for it to download for myself. Yeah, so what do we think is going on here? So the thing is, like, yeah, you can throw all sorts of diagnoses down, right? But I think it's very, very important to just sort of describe what you see and then sort of infer what you think you can see by you can try and infer a conclusion, but I don't normally go for a slam dunk usually when it comes to this kind of thing. So what you do here is you zoom in here and just have a good look around and see what you, yeah, and try and have a look in what's happening here. So here, oh, yeah, look, awesome, my other pen's working now. So you can see the sort of these circular areas here. Can you see that, right? And then as you look, you can see the sort of kind of increased linear markings all the way around here, kind of peripherally based. And actually some of those circular areas look slightly more thickened than other places. And actually maybe a slight predominance for like the lower lobes and some of the sort of mid zones as well. The lung apices actually look like they're relatively well spared. So yeah, exactly right. People have been saying exactly what you need to be saying. It looks like increased coarse reticular changes scattered throughout both hemithoraces. And when you get this sort of more thickened sort of appearances where they kind of look very, very circular next to each other, almost looks like happy face, doesn't it? That's not what I'm trying to do, but it looks like an almost honeycomb appearance, something like Pooh Bear. My kids have been getting really into Winnie the Pooh recently. So it's like Pooh Bear would be interested in that, some of that honey that is sitting within that region over there. Now I'm going to go across to this area over here. I'm just going to try and explain, like, basically what's happening is that you got your airways, right? Oh, sorry, wrong pen. So you got your airways, which are like this, which we've kind of established, and then they're kind of and they get thinner and thinner as you go along. But you've got your lung architecture all around it. And so what can happen is that you can get sort of peribronchial wall thickening, but you can also get something called traction bronchiectasis, right? So bronchiectasis is where you get widening of the airways, and so they're just far too wide as you go further down. It usually should taper, taper, taper. So what's causing that, right, is because you've got loss of lung volume, and as a result of the loss of lung volume, you get sort of pulling of the actual airways along like this, and so therefore you get this sort of kind of irregular bronchiectasis, right? And therefore it's going to be traction bronchiectasis because these bits are getting pulled away. So very, very important to know that there are two different types, because there's also bronchiectasis where there is no sort of irregularity, but it's just very, very wide. And that can happen as a result of repeated infections, bronchiectasis. Yeah, exactly. So you get traction bronchi, someone's written here, traction airway dilatation. Yeah, so you get traction bronchiectasis, or you can get traction airway dilatation, or you can get sort of like a smooth dilatation as a result of repeated infections and things like that. So there is a bit of a difference. So with this particular X-ray, you'll be looking at sort of a traction dilatation of the airways rather than a smooth dilatation, because you can see that there's clearly some sort of like airway thickening and some dilatation. It looks kind of a bit more too sort of spherical and around the sort of more peripheral aspects of the lungs there. So we are looking at case number 6, in case you're wondering. But now I'm going to go to case number 7.